Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be installing the Mosko Moto Reckless 80 on my CRF300 Rally. So let's get into it, guys. Alright, so here's everything that comes with the Reckless 80 system. This here is the main harness. This actually is going to be going directly onto the bike. Then we've got the left harness bag, we've got the right harness bag. These will bolt actually onto the center harness here to hold the dry bags. So inside the dry bags we're going to be putting the 25-liter waterproof bag in the left and the right harness. They'll go in there. And this here is an Aux Pox. This is actually an optional accessory pocket that will mount onto the harness. We got that. And this is the 22-liter stinger bag. Here we got the beaver tail. So this stinger bag actually fits underneath here like this and flaps over like that and locks in. Also under here, it comes with a removable 10-pole bag. This one is actually pretty good if you want to, carry your 10 poles for camping, or, you can put some tools and things like that in it as well. All right, so first I'm going to assemble the system here on the table so, you guys can see how everything kind of goes together. Then once we have everything put together, we'll move it over to the bike and we'll mount everything. All right, so in the back of the harness, there's a foam insert. Now the center section here needs to be removed if you're running the Mosko Moto Goblin like I am. If you're going to run the standard straps, then you wouldn't actually need to remove the center section here. As you can see, I've already removed mine here because I'm running the Goblin mount. Now here you can see we have the horseshoe plate. This is what's actually going to, lock into my Goblin mount on my rack. Okay, so let's remove this foam off the back here, guys. So this reveals the holes we'll use to mount the side harness bags on the left side and the right side. All right, so the first step, we're going to attach this right harness bag to the main harness. Now, if you notice here, there's markings to show that it's the left side or the right side. So you got right side on the harness bag and right side on the main harness. All right, now we can attach the right harness leg. We can start by putting this washer onto the bolt. Now, just to let you guys know, these come with the blue Loctite pre-installed from the factory, so you don't actually need to, put any additional thread locker on it. Okay, now start with the center bolt first, and it's secured underneath with a T-nut. Now snug it down, but don't fully tighten it. All right, so this harness leg, this can be adjusted using these position markers here. I actually reached out to the Mosko Moto team, and they said for my rally, they recommended the starting position 3, so that's what we'll use. So let's line it up with position 3. Now that we've lined up position 3, we can go ahead and we can put in these 4 remaining bolts. All right, now that we got the 4 bolts installed, you want to go ahead and you want to tighten these down, but don't forget, guys, to tighten down the center bolt as well. And also the T-nuts underneath, make sure they're nice and tight and they're fully seated in the harness and everything's locked in. Now let's go ahead and repeat the exact same process for the left harness leg. All right, guys, now we got both harness legs installed onto the main harness. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to install the Aux Pox on my left harness leg. All right, first we need to detach these compression straps. That way we can access these mounting points here. So inside the harness we have these small little Velcro hatches. You want to lift up this hatch to reveal the hole, and you want to put the T-nut in, and then you want to close it up. Now you want to repeat this for all 5 holes. Okay guys, once you have the T-nuts installed, then you can line up the Aux Pox with the mounting holes. We're going to start with the center bolt first. Just remember, you may need to hold the T-nut inside on the harness while you're tightening it from the front. All right, so just snug it down for now, guys. Don't fully tighten it yet. Like that. Now you'll want to repeat the same process for the other 4 bolts. Okay, so once they're all installed, just go ahead and tighten everything down fully. Now go ahead and reattach the side compression straps. All right, the Aux Pox fully installed, guys. What I like about this thing is, you can carry extra fuel in it, tools, water, whatever you prefer. It also actually comes with a small dry bag, so that's good, if you want to keep things in here, keep them waterproof. But in my case, actually, I'm just going to use it to, to carry my extra fuel, if I'm in remote areas and things like that. That's why I mounted it actually on the left side, further away from the exhaust. All right, let's get the dry bags here and the stinger ready before we mount everything on the bike. All right, so now I'm going to put a few things in these dry bags just so I can give them some shape, you know, for when I mount them onto the bike. All right, so I got a few things stuffed in the bags. They don't need to be really fully packed. It's just, you know, to help them hold their shape. All right, guys, now everything's assembled and ready. Let's move this over to the bike and let's get this mounted up. All right, guys, so we're over at the bike now and we're ready to mount the Reckless 80 system on the bike. Okay, guys, since I'm using the Goblin mount, this horseshoe mount here that is on the harness, this is going to lock directly into this Goblin. So basically, we're just going to slide this on top of here. Like so. And we tighten it down. All right, so next we're going to be securing these straps. I'm going to secure them to the side of my frame here. So we just feed this through like this. Pull it down. Run this back up through here, like this. And then you want to cinch that down, like that. Pull that snug, so it comes snug to the bike. And that's good. So now we'll just repeat this on the other side. Okay, so once you've cinched down the harness legs, you want to check the exhaust and make sure there's no straps or anything touching, you know, against the exhaust, anything hanging or touching. That's why it's good to make sure you run the heat shield, and that way it'll protect anything, you know, coming up against it like this. So all looks good on here. Nothing's touching anywhere, so we're all good. Okay, so after you've cinched down the sides here, you may have some extra webbing here. So what you want to do is you just kind of want to fold it up like this and just use this little Velcro holder here and just wrap it around there to, you know, tidy it up like this. And do it on the other side and anywhere you see anything that's loose. And then that keeps it nice and snug and tight there and everything looks good. All right, guys, so before installing your dry bag, make sure you push out as much air as possible and roll it down tight. And you see on the back here, when you insert the bag into the harness, there's a strap here that feeds through a slot in the bottom of the harness. So let's put it in now. Now you just want to pull the strap through the bottom, and you just kind of want to snug it down like this. Okay, so next we're going to take the dry bags and we're going to clip them to the harness. Pull that down. All right, cinch this down. Now let's secure the top of the bag. Cinch this down, like that. So make sure you do the side compression straps as well. And the thing to make sure, guys, is make sure everything's pulled down nice and snug and, you know, tight to the bike. And as you can see, that's not going anywhere. So what we want to do is go over and repeat the same thing on the other side. Okay, so now both dry bags are installed. Just make sure you tidy up all your straps. You know, you don't want them flapping around, you know, for safety reasons. So let's go ahead now and let's install the Stinger 22 on the top. Okay, guys, for the Stinger 22, you want to install it inside the beaver tail. So you just want to open it up like this. Put it in here. And the inner strap of the beaver tail runs through the handle like this. You put your strap over like this, hook it in through here, then, you know, cinch it down as much as you can like this. Then you want to put this over top, put your strap through like this. 1, 2, and now you want to cinch it down. Here, like there, and you're good. It's not going anywhere. All right, guys, so this is the full Reckless 80 setup on my 300 Rally. Okay, guys, I'm on the bike now, and from what I can see with the bags, I got actually quite a bit of space. I can slide back quite a bit on the bike, and I'll kind of half stand for you guys here and show you guys. So yeah, lots of room, more than I anticipated actually. Everything's secure and it's looking good. Okay, guys, one thing I like about this is the modularity. The fact that, you know, you can take the Stinger completely out like this and you can run it as a lighter setup if you want, just like this. And actually, you can completely take off the beaver tail 100%. So you can run it as a, you know, very, very light setup. Okay, guys, that's it for the Mosko Reckless 80 installed on my CRF300 Rally. Hope to catch you guys in the next video. Take care, everyone.